So yeah, with a title like that, you kind of figure out where this is going to go. It's going to be kind of weird, but hey, it's my show. I can afford to be weird. That's why I wear this hat. Hey everybody, I'm Louis Porter Jr. Welcome to another lovely episode of Transparency Agenda on January 24th, Tuesday. So yes, let's talk about what's important first off, because this is important. Because I'm going to show my jealousy a little bit because he's a friend and I like him. Ugh. And his Kickstarter is doing so well. Curses his quality and his friendliness and his nice family. Curses to him. That's right. Wolfgang Barr, Global on Press, their mid-card setting is now at $60,000 after, I guess it's technically day two. And he's doing awesome. They have also opened up how many rewards so far? Like the original initial ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now 8. The 8 one isn't actually done. It's the Shadow Realm, the new chapter in the Midgard hardcover. I'm also hoping this does well because I have a lot of friends who are writers. Shout out to Jay Lee. I said Jay Lee. Oh my God! Dun dun dun! What a comic book flashback. Ooh. It's actually Jeff Lee. Jay Lee's an artist who works for Marvel. I work for Marvel on Namor. That ties into the thing I'm talking about in a second. How weird. So yeah, so Jeff works on a lot of stuff for them, does a lot of stuff for us, and I'm hoping he'll get some writing duties because he's an awesome guy and does some awesome writing, and I think he'll be very good on this. So plus I gotta update the graphics, so I'm hoping that'll happen soon. Hey Wolfgang, stop sitting around counting your money and update the graphics. Some of us like seeing the new thing, what you're going to offer us when the thing gets higher. So guys like moi can go, ooh, maybe I will give you a little bit more money. You never know how that goes with me. So yes, so that's what's important going on there. I have I can't talk about this yet. I cannot talk about this yet. Well, two things I can't talk about yet. One is kind of a boo-boo I made, and I'm hoping to get an email very soon talking to someone about this. There'll be some changes very soon on a product that we are working on. So I can't talk about that right now. The other thing I can't talk about, if this comes through, and I mean this in every sense of the word, if this actually comes through, it's going to blow my mind. Because I can't tell you what it is. But when it all comes out in the wash, I will tell you in full detail so you can all make that face and go, what is he talking about? Yeah, I can't talk about this because this one could be really huge in a weird sort of way. I don't want to get involved with it right now. All right, let's go on to my topic that I originally started this with. My brother from another mother. I can call him my Ace Spoon Coon. He is my right-hand man. And the reason that is because we are comic book junkies. If you do not know, I'm a huge comic book junkie. I love comic books. If you don't know that by now, you must not have been paying attention to anything I've done here because God knows I do so much comic book related stuff. It's almost illegal. Yeah, it really is. It should be illegal. Christopher Helton is online. We're friends online on Facebook, and we're constantly making comic book references and talking about stuff. And it's just if you don't know him, he is the owner of Battlefield Press. He works on Dorkland, the blog. He's reading his bio on Facebook. He's a 4 correspondent on Bleeding Cool. If you don't know what Bleeding Cool is, it's a well-known and well-established comic book news site. A lot of good stuff. He lives in St. Petersburg, which is up near Tampa. I live down in South Florida. We were supposed to meet last time, and then had an issue with a con last time down here. I keep saying Baltimore, Jesus. Down here in Fort Lauderdale. I'm hoping to see him again. We have another con coming soon, so I'm going. I'm going to put Lucas in a little box and just shove him under the desk if I got to, and something. Oh my God. We're going to fit. Look, we're going next time. We're going to probably have lunch, and I'd like to have some cake. That's how I work. So we're talking about, well, not what he's talking about. He was talking about comic-related stuff. And he put a little article up. Yes, I like comics. What kind of people don't know I don't like comics? Communists. So we put this little thing. It's a press release from Marvel. It says, Marvel to release free guidebook in April to help decipher impossible reading order due to constant relaunches. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Talk about the marketing taking over the creative. I work in marketing. I'm a graphic designer. I've been doing it for over 2 decades, and I have a lot of understanding of marketing and advertising. I've done a lot of work. I study the psychology of it. I have tons of books. Well, not these books. Well, some of these books, but I have more books on my bookshelf. Well, over there, it's more some business stuff there, mostly in my bedroom. So, I read a lot of business, and so I get on the psychology of why people buy the whole deal. That being said, I think Marvel and DC, I'm included on this one, have done their worst at this whole rebooting thing. You can't reboot every 10 seconds because you want to make more sales than number one. Because it's been proven over time that a number one comic label number one, sells better than most anything else. The problem is these mental midgets, and I do mean the marketing people, not the writers, and not, well, probably Marvel because they're part of the marketing. These mental midgets go out of their way to think of ways to help sell more books. But there's one way they don't help sell more books. They don't improve the quality. Case in point. All right. Let me show you something. I bought these 2 books last week. And this is going to be, I've said this earlier, I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. I bought these 2 books. These 2 books cost me $8. These 2 books cost me $8. Let's count the pages real quick. How many pages of content are in here? I'll count the pages of content, even with the title page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 pages of content. Oh, 21, sorry. 21 pages of content. And a back. So I'll give it 22, just for easy math. So that means me pushing it says 22 pages of content. And a typical comic book is 32 pages. I didn't count the pages in that one. I'm assuming it's 32. Now I'm kind of terrified because I'm thinking I should count them and find that, but I don't want to do that right now because it's freaking me out. But let's imagine it's 32 pages. So a third of the book is, ads, which I get. That's always been that way. Not a huge big deal. But at $4, 20 pages of content, it's kind of expensive. So people were making comments about, restarting worlds. And then, of course, somebody always brought up my personal favorite, which I think is the greatest revamp ever done. That was difficult and amazing, and they did the best job ever. Payao Crisis. Now I got to put this on the stupid notes. I just realized that. Oh, well. It's Crisis. Just go to the notes. Crisis. The best revamp attempt ever for a company that at the time was, 50 years into the history of the comic books, and they try to get all these comic book worlds they purchased, which, if you don't know, DC also did some amazing stuff like purchasing worlds. The Charlton Heroes, the Charlton stuff, they acquired all that. The Fawcett, Charlton Heroes are Captain Atom, Blue Beetle, I keep saying Rorschach, but the Question, Rorschach. Those characters were acquired by DC. DC also acquired Fawcett, which owned Captain Marvel and things like that. They acquired those. So they've integrated those worlds inside of the actual universe. And Crisis helped cleaned it up, which I think is one of the most daring, most brilliant ideas ever, executed well, and then torn apart because people can't understand the basic concept of we're not going to be redoing stories. Pay attention to what we're doing now, but people didn't do that. The whole simple little thing, having Superman not have a Superboy affected so many books they didn't think of, like the Legion of Superheroes. How could you not realize that not having Superboy would affect that? And then they took the longest way around to fix it, but I'm not getting involved with that. I read comics. Crisis is a great book. Crisis is a great book. Now, continuing with that theme, one I really actually also enjoyed, Infinite Crisis. I really enjoyed this a lot. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much. I just thought it was a great idea, and the art was good, the story was good, and it made sense. And it's kind of like a nice end to from Crisis to this. Great little connection. I thought this was a brilliant idea. Great idea, great execution, great comic thing. People are saying, why do you keep talking about this comic stuff? You'll see where I'm going. And then finally, this thing, which I consider to be an absolute mess. Grant Morrison is supposed to be a great writer. I've never liked just about anything he's ever done. Alan Moore, I really like his stuff, but Grant, I've always thought maybe I'm not smart enough to read his books. I'm willing to admit that. And some of the stuff he does, I think he's one of those guys that he goes, I'm going to write what I want to write. I don't care about continuity, whatever. I'm just going to write what I write. And that can affect other people's books. I don't consider it to be good writing. I think when you ignore what other people have done and you just do your own thing to the character, somebody else got to come back and fix that problem. So it's one of those weird moments. It's very, very weird, but that happens. So with that, Christopher does a lot of just cool stuff on comics. So if you want to read some more comic stuff, want to see how I get inspired, just want to get some cool ideas, he's got a ton of them. And it's just, and some of the stuff, like right now, a lot of stuff's political because everybody stuff's political except for me. I have not put anything political up. That's a lie, but hell. It's an alternative fact. Oh, sorry, alternate fact. Alternate. I say alternative. I just say crappy fact. That's called a lie. But we're not going to get into that. I will say that I think that he has a lot of information I think people find useful. I think people find it interesting. And being a fan like comics like I am, I think you should check it out. There you go. And because comic books are fun, and they're always fun. Oh, this young woman, Yashika Florence, is laughing at me. She thinks that it's appropriate to laugh at your host while he's working hard. I find that inappropriate. That's what I'm just saying. I'm not saying I know this woman, but if I did, I'd be telling her this is inappropriate. It's very inappropriate. It's hard up here. It's hard up here working hard. People just calling out all kinds of stuff, laughing at you. It's just ridiculous. So there you go. Still waiting for this email. See, I would love to tell you guys what the really cool thing is, but I can't tell you because it's, oh my God, it's waiting for stuff. And that's the problem, man. Just waiting for stuff. That's waiting for stuff. But that's what's going on. So tomorrow, I guess we won't be talking about comic books tomorrow because I wasn't planning to talk about it today. I don't believe that. It's just so many comic related stuff I want to talk. See, this is what happens. I get something really cool happening. Two things. One thing is really, really cool. One thing is just really like, oh my God, it could be good or bad, but I'm hoping it's pretty good. I'm hoping that I can not have a serious problem, which I don't think I will. Having known the person is a pretty cool guy, so I think they'll be resolved much quicker and much painless than I ever imagined, and actually work out better for everybody. Yay! What about the company who's planning what about that company who's planning on new printed books? What company? Jason, what company? What about that company who's planning on new printed books? Did you tell? What company is that? See, now I'm confused. I don't even know what that was. It's probably something I said before and I can't remember. I'm old and crazy, so it's probably something important. Oh, yeah. Those guys, I don't really know. I haven't heard anything else from them. That's what I'm seeing. Got to use the words, Jason, like newsprint. Give it a dead giveaway for me. I haven't heard anything from those guys. I'm hoping, I told my local store about it. I'm hoping they order a copy. I'd like to get some in my hand. They're $2. So for $2, I'll try out a comic book for $2. I spent $4 on books that are barely long enough for the shiny paper that I think is really important. Man, forget that shiny paper. Go back to newsprint. Save the money. Save me some cost. Go back to $2.99. But once again, this is why the sales are so low. Oh God, I didn't want to get onto this one. I really don't have this high horse, but comic books are too expensive. I said it a million times. I told people to do that. No one wants to listen. Make your money on the trades. Give the stuff away free online. You delay it by 6 months online. You can read the books for free, and then you put them in there. Then the trade paperbacks become more interesting, but you add stuff like scripts and art that isn't available anywhere else. You put them in the trade, so that's how you get the trades to sell for hardcore fans. Because some might want to read a trade, which I think they would. You can make a trade a little nicer print and do that. That's just an idea that I think would work out very well. See what happens when I get all feisty about stuff and I get all crazy. I start talking like I'm losing my mind. I've already done that, and I didn't take my son's clothing out of the washing machine. Well, there you go. That's another lovely episode of Transparency Agenda. Today, like I said, wasn't really about business. It was more about fun stuff that you should watch and pay attention to. And with that, I'm going to finish up. As always, make sure you this way. Make sure you sign up on YouTube to be a fan of us. We appreciate that. Also, you can sign up on Facebook at my personal website or my business website, Lewis Porter Jr. Design. And you can keep checking out stuff we're doing. We're always putting out new stuff. I'm hoping to put out 2 new products this weekend. If something might change, we might have to change that. We're going to see. We'll have to see about that. I will let you know. This is the fun stuff. All right, everybody, you have a good evening, and I'll talk to you later.